Hey everybody, so this is our last lesson. I'm really excited, but I did also want to hear from you all. Now that you've had a chance to answer, like what is the thing that you have learned in our social studies class that sticks out to you the most, I wanted to share my response. And my response is actually around the 10th Amendment. The 10th Amendment explains that um, states are allowed to do anything that is not in the Constitution. And this is going to lead to that loophole, which makes the South think that they actually have a right to break away or secede from the United States. And the reason that this sticks out to me is because, like, I know most of y'all probably assume that as a teacher I know everything, and I'm not learning. I just already know everything. Like, no, like I do a lot of research. I do a lot of reading to present to y'all like good quality information. And so, like, when I learned this, it kind of almost blew my mind. Um, when I was your age, I had learned about slavery and the Civil War in a much different way. I learned that the North were like the good guys, the South were the bad guys, because the North wanted to get rid of slavery, the South wanted to keep it, and it was very black and white. But it's not quite black and white like that because of the 10th Amendment. Like, yes, I think slavery is bad in the South. Like, we're greedy and selfish for wanting to keep slaves. Um, and also, I understand that the North was like doing a good thing, wanting to get rid of slavery. But it's not just about that. The North maybe had some like motives that weren't 100% like positive, and they also benefited from slavery. In the South, like it wasn't like they were just evil people. They thought that they had this right within the law because um, states technically had a choice of what they wanted to do, and they didn't like the national government telling them to get rid of slavery. The loophole of the 10th Amendment says that you can actually do whatever you want as long as it's on the Constitution, and breaking away is not in there. And so, like, yeah, like it was just like, I don't know, it made me question, like, who's right, the North or the South? Like, undoubtedly, I think the North was in the right, but I think the South wasn't as, like, they weren't as much of the bad guys as they get painted out to be. What you all are going to do is you are now going to go in, we're going to review Reconstruction, and then after we review Reconstruction, we're going to pretty much do a year-long review where we get to talk about what we've learned, and then also we get to just analyze like what is the most important event that we actually learned about during our class. So I'm excited.